Hey Pisces, I'm tuning in for a reading today. Let's go ahead and see what messages Spirit has for you. Holy Spirit, channel through the messages that Pisces needs to hear most at this time. What are your messages for Pisces? And what does Pisces need to hear at this time? What does Pisces need to know at this time, Holy Spirit? So you have block and delete as your first card. What are your messages for Pisces, Holy Spirit? What does Pisces need to know? You have guard dogs or watchdogs. This is a card of protection. Pisces, I'm getting a message here that you're being protected from people that you may not even know about, or you may not even realize are trying to gain access to your energy, or trying to gain access to your information, or trying to get closer to you or gain some kind of proximity to you. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What are your messages for Pisces? And what does Pisces need to know at this time? What does Pisces need to know at this time? Okay, so we have unbothered. We have quality over quantity. I just got a message, Pisces, that you are in a state of mind where you are prioritizing your peace, you're prioritizing your environment, how it is that you feel, you're prioritizing your boundaries, you're prioritizing yourself. And what Spirit wants you to know is that there's a lot of people around you that are upset at the fact that you set boundaries. They're upset at the fact that they don't have access to you, and they're upset, Pisces, that you didn't choose them. So I don't know for who that message is for, but with guard dogs or watchdogs, you have double protection on your life. And I don't know why I'm hearing the word double, but Spirit is not letting any slip ups, any kind of mistake. Spirit is not going to risk people getting too close to you or people trying to create some kind of a trigger in your life. And I'm hearing the word peace of mind. Spirit wants you to prioritize your peace of mind. But at the same time, with Unbothered here, there's a lot of people that are waiting for a reaction. They're waiting to trigger you. They're waiting to see you step out of character. And I'm getting quality over quantity. These are people that you didn't select. These are people that you didn't choose. And I don't know what this is, Pisces, but it's almost like someone trying to get back at you for not choosing them. And I don't know why that message is coming in, but we have block and delete as your very first card. Pisces, some people are hurt that you didn't choose them. And I'm getting here that you have the ability to sense into people's true motives, into their true intentions. You have the ability to sense the energy behind their words or their appearance. And for one reason or another, you decided to not connect with certain people, you decided to not let them into your life, or you decided to cut them out of your life for one reason or another. And Spirit is saying, Pisces, you're choosing quality over quantity. And some people here are offended that you didn't choose them. So, what I'm getting here from Spirit is that you have double protection on your life. There's a lot of people trying to intervene and create triggers or chaos, and Spirit is not allowing it. That's what I'm getting here. Spirit is not allowing these people around you. And it's almost like they've taken offense to the fact that you didn't choose them. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What do you want Pisces to know at this time? What are your messages for Pisces? Black cat energy. Okay, so we have unbothered and black cat energy. Pisces, some people do not like your boundaries. And that's a very good sign of who's meant to be around you and who's not. Because people who are used to taking advantage of your boundaries or taking advantage of your kindness or your generosity, they're not going to want you to have boundaries. They're not going to want you to know your worth. And with quality over quantity, again, you didn't choose these people. These could be people that you released from your life, people that you cut out, people that were being deceptive towards you, people that you didn't trust. Whoever these people are, I'm getting the word people, so plural, more than one person. They're upset at the fact that you didn't choose them. And again, you having boundaries and them not being able to cross those boundaries is almost like they're trying to trigger you to act out of character, or they're trying to prove something about you, but you're not giving them anything. You're standing in this very unbothered energy. They can't sway you, they can't influence you, and it's making people try harder. So I don't know for who that message is for, but black cat energy, you're not giving these people your empathy, your love, your light, your compassion, your generosity. They don't get the good side of you. I just heard talk to the hand. Pisces, I'm getting here that you're not engaging with these people, whoever they are. Okay, we have ego death. I meant what I said. Pisces, you're standing on business. Whatever it is that you've decided to do, whoever it is that you decided to cut out of your life, or the boundaries that you decided to set in your life, you're standing on business, is what I'm getting here. And you're not just going off of appearances, you're not going off of first impressions. You are trusting your intuition. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What do you want Pisces to know at this time in regards to this reading? What are your messages for Pisces? Walk away. Pisces, someone is offended at the fact that you walked away from them. Someone is offended at the fact that they didn't make the cut. Whoever this person is, Pisces, this may have been someone that was close to you and you had to release, you had to cut them out of your life. Or it may have been someone who was trying to find some kind of proximity or access to your energy while hiding their true intentions, while hiding certain information that you would need to know. So block and delete is your very first card, and then we have walk away. This may be someone, Pisces, that you had to block or delete. This may have been someone that you had to keep a distance from, and this person hasn't let you go. They haven't released the fact that you walked away. I'm almost getting someone trying to dangle a carrot over your head, but you don't really care. You're unbothered. You're not really trying to do the most for these people. You're not trying to gain some kind of validation or some kind of acceptance. It's like someone here wanted to get you to care, okay? Whether it's creating some kind of trauma bond or emotional connection. But the truth is, you saw straight through this person and you decided to walk away. Spirit wants you to stay away from certain people in your life, and you're going to know who these people are. Quality over quantity. Someone is offended at the fact that you walked away, and they're going through some kind of an ego death because they're realizing that they weren't that important in your life. And I don't know who this person is, Pisces, but I kept getting the example of someone trying to dangle a carrot in front of your face. The problem is you don't really care about the carrot. You're not, those are not your motivations. So someone here tried to play a game and it ended up backfiring, is what I'm getting here. Now they're going through an ego death because they're realizing that they gave themselves too much credit. Again, they thought they were more important in your life. And the fact that you blocked or deleted, the fact that you walked away, has them going through an ego death because they're realizing they weren't that important to begin with. Yeah, Pisces, this is someone that came in trying to play games. This is someone that tried to trigger you or get some kind of reaction out of you. In spirit, with guard dogs or watchdogs, I kept hearing there's a double protection over your life. So I don't know if this is physically, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, but spirit is saying that this person is not allowed around you, not even energetically. They can't tap into your energy. If this person has been trying to get readings on you, they keep getting a lot of mixed information, a lot of contradicting information because they're not supposed to know. This person is not meant to be around you. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What do you want Pisces to know at this time? What are your messages for Pisces? What are your messages for Pisces, Holy Spirit? Okay, we have Wild card, Spiritual Awakening. The path to hell is paved with good intentions. Pisces, I'm getting that this person is the kind of person to wear a mask. Maybe they pretend to be overly friendly. Maybe they pretend to care. Pisces, whoever this person is, I'm getting here that they try to mask their true motivation behind the fact that they have good intentions. Okay, the path to hell was paved with good intentions. It doesn't matter if this person thinks that they're a good person. You are seeing the results. You're seeing this person, you're seeing their true colors, is what I'm getting here. It's almost like someone intentionally trying to upset you or trying to get you to act out a character. They're trying to trigger you to prove something to everyone else, is what I'm getting here. With Wild card, you surprise this person, you shock them, because every time they think they have you figured out, every time they think they understand you, you do something completely different or something opposite from what they thought you were going to do. So if this person expected you to fight harder or to stay, you ended up walking away. If this person expected you to prove yourself or explain yourself or justify yourself, you ended up blocking and deleting them. So, quality over quantity. This person didn't make the cut. This person hasn't let something go, is what I'm getting here. They have some kind of secret obsession with you, Pisces, with either trying to prove something about you or trying to, it's almost like they're trying to show other people what they see in you. But whatever this is, Pisces, it doesn't make any sense. It says here spiritual awakening and ego death. This person is going through a massive ego death because of what they tried to do to you, is what I'm getting here. Yeah, guard dogs, block and delete, quality over quantity. They're offended that you didn't choose them. They're offended that they didn't make the cut or that you sniffed them out. You realize what this person was really about, or you realize their true motivations, and you decided to walk away. With wild card, this person wasn't expecting that. It's almost like they thought you were going to fight harder, or they thought that you would prove yourself, and some way, somehow, that was going to shift the power dynamic to you proving yourself to this person. But you ended up doing something completely different and just removing this person out of your life. With wild card, they didn't see that coming, and again, it's caused an ego death because this person thought that they were irreplaceable, or they thought that they were more important in your life, that you wouldn't just let them go. You're not really paying attention. You're not really giving much energy to whatever this person has going on. Okay, unbothered. They're bothered at the fact that you're unbothered. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What does Pisces need to know at this time? What does Pisces need to know at this time? You have options, don't settle. Pisces, if someone is trying to play games with you, you don't have to put up with that. Whatever it is that they're trying to prove, whatever it is that they're trying to do here, is almost like you can see right through it. It's almost like in the past, you were aware that these things were happening, but you didn't give it too much attention. You didn't really feed the fire because you didn't want more drama. You're cutting it at the root. You're not allowing for these people to be around you. You're not you're not sweeping it underneath the carpet. You're not allowing this to just slide. You're holding people accountable for their behavior. And Spirit is saying, Pisces, you never have to put up with that kind of deceptive behavior. 15:15 on the clock. You have options and you don't have to settle. Again, this person gave themselves too much credit, or they gave themselves a place in your life that you never really granted them. You never really. What I'm getting here is almost like someone trying to prove themselves to you, but they're trying to change the dynamic to where you're proving yourself to them or you're justifying yourself to them because they want to be in control. But what they didn't realize is that you're not seeking for acceptance. You're not seeking for validation. I meant what I said. You're standing on business. And this game that this person is playing is why they got blocked and deleted. This is why you walked away, because this person was being immature. This person was playing games. And you have options. You don't have to settle for deceptive people. Yeah, this person, Pisces, is literally going through a spiritual awakening. They're going through an ego death because they gave themselves too much importance and they never earned this place in your life. It's almost like they're getting some kind of reality check. This person is used to being the one that pulls the strings. They're used to having puppets or people doing their own bidding. But when it comes to you, it's like you flip the whole script on this person and you pulled a wild card. You did something very unexpected. Yeah, you walked away. This person is offended at the fact that you're unbothered and that you just moved on. That's what I'm getting here. You have options, don't settle. The path to hell is paved with good intentions. They may claim that they have good intentions. Oh, I was just trying to get to know Pisces, or I was just trying to see what Pisces is about. But the truth is, the entire time they were just playing a game, they were trying to gain some kind of power or control over the situation. Yeah, they didn't make the cut. Quality over quantity. If someone comes into your life, Pisces, and the first impression they make is them trying to play games or trying to create some kind of power dynamic here or trying to assert themselves or their ego, it's like they started off on the wrong foot and they gave themselves too much credit. Okay, wild card and ego death. They were not expecting you to walk away, is what I'm getting here. Holy Spirit, clarify walk away. What do you want Pisces to know? What do you want Pisces to know about walk away? Eight of Cups in the reverse. This card is literally the card of walking away. In the reverse, this person regrets what they did to push you away. They regret making you walk away, is what I'm getting here. Yeah, they haven't let you go. Whoever this person is, Pisces, they have some kind of emotions. I don't know if these are positive emotions or negative emotions, because the Eight of Cups in the reverse represents regret. So they regret what they said or they regret what they did because it caused you to walk away. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Clarify walk away. What do you want Pisces to know? Okay, Queen of Cups in the reverse. What do you want Pisces to know about walk away? Okay, that's a lot of cards. I'm not going to take them. Just going to pull one more. Clarify walk away, Holy Spirit. What do you want Pisces to know? Page of Swords in the upright. Whoever this person is, there's some kind of emotional connection here, Pisces. You may not realize it. This may be one-sided, okay? I don't know why I'm getting that. Because on your end, I'm getting unbothered. Some of you, Pisces, you reached a breaking point where you no longer take any BS from anyone. You're not taking any games. You're not taking any kind of deceit. The first sign of a red flag that you see, that's you walking away. And you're staying lightweight. You're almost levitating, Pisces. You're not allowing people or things to bring you down. You're not allowing people to hook themselves onto you or to anchor you down. With this Page of Swords, there's a lot of new things and experiences coming into your life. There's a lot of newness. Some of you, Pisces, you may be guided to learn a new skill, or you may be guided to act on your idea. Whatever this is, Pisces, you're very invested in what it is that you're doing. So this person is not getting your attention. This person is not getting the reaction that they wanted. And with the Eight of Cups in the reverse, they regret what they did because it caused you to walk away. Queen of Cups in the reverse. They're emotionally invested in this, is what I'm getting here. And the fact that you're unbothered is bothering them. Clarify the Eight of Cups in the reverse. What do you want Pisces to know? Seven of Cups, Page of Pentacles. You are grounded and you're not allowing anything or anyone to sway you. The Seven of Cups is this person's energy as well. So they have the Eight of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and the Seven of Cups. This person is in their emotions. This person thought that they were going to come here and set the rules or set the tone of the interaction or whatever this is. They thought that they were in charge. And they thought that they were going to play the same game that they play with everyone else. They thought that they could make the same moves with you. And they were incredibly mistaken, because that's exactly what got them cut out of your life. Block and delete, walk away, Page of Pentacles. You are unbothered, Pisces, and you've discovered your own center. Whatever this is, it keeps you grounded and it keeps you stable. Whereas this person is playing all these games and getting confused and getting lost in all the, yeah, as you can see here, there's snakes, there's bats, there's ladders, there's all this smoke here. It's like this person is getting caught up in their own lies. They're getting caught up in their own games. Pisces, you're being guided to really stabilize and ground your energy at this time. Whatever it is that you have to do to feel grounded and to feel stable, do not allow people or circumstances to rush you or to create a sense of urgency. I don't know why I'm getting that word, because people tend to make mistakes, or people tend to make bad decisions when they're being rushed or when they're in a hurry, okay, making hasty decisions. So Spirit is advising against hasty decisions. So Seven of Cups, Eight of Cups in the reverse, and the Queen of Cups. This person has a lot of emotions. It's almost like you not being bothered or you walking away has triggered some kind of unhealed wounds within this person. It's like they're trying to figure out what to say, how to play their cards. If I say this, Pisces is going to say that. If I move in this direction, Pisces is going to do. It's like they're trying to predict your every move because they were wrong about you. Yeah, this person, Pisces, they haven't given up. They're holding on to something here. The fact that you are unbothered, or the fact that you cut them out, is almost making them feel rejected, and it's bringing up a lot of childhood emotions. It's bringing up a lot of wounds because the Queen of Cups is in the reverse. They're giving in to emotions that don't serve them. And Spirit is saying, Pisces, you stay grounded. No matter what happens, stay grounded. Don't let anyone rush you. Don't make any kind of hasty decision. And ground your energy as much as you can, because this person is going through some kind of chaos and they wanted to trigger you. They wanted to get some kind of reaction out of you, but it's not working. Spirit, clarify the Eight of Cups for Pisces. What do you want Pisces to know about the Eight of Cups? What do you want Pisces to know about the Eight of Cups in the reverse? Here we have the High Priestess in the reverse. Pisces, There's something here that your intuition is telling you about the situation or about this person. And the messages are not coming across yet, or they're not making sense, because the high priestess in the reverse is either not listening to your intuition or not seeing something. I don't know what this is, but there's something about this person or about the situation that you haven't realized. Because with the Page of Swords here, it's like you're focused on whatever it is that you're doing. You're very much in your own world. You're staying focused. The Page of Pentacles, you're staying grounded. So it's almost like Spirit is calling your attention to something, either about this person or about the situation, because the High Priestess is in the reverse. There's something here that you need to know. 8 of Cups in the reverse. This person regrets something. 7 of Cups, Queen of Cups, they're in their emotions. Why is the High Priestess in the reverse, Holy Spirit? Why is the High Priestess in the reverse? Knight of Wands. Pisces, I'm getting a message here that whatever kind of situation you've been going through, it's almost required you to become a completely different version of yourself. It's required you to shut down the emotions, to become very grounded. Some of you may resonate with the element of earth, okay? Even though you are a water sign, you're not really in your own element, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. It almost feels like in order to counteract other people's emotions or other people's chaos or other people's games, it's almost like you've had to freeze your emotions, or you've had to really shut down the emotions so that you can think clearly, so that you can think with your head, with your logic, and so that you can stay grounded energetically. Page of Pentacles is earth. Earth is the slowest moving energy, but it's solid. So I'm getting here, Pisces, that you've had to shut out certain parts of yourself in order to be able to stay grounded, stay centered, stay balanced in situations that are chaotic, or situations where people are trying to trigger you or get some kind of reaction out of you. So Spirit is saying, Pisces, even though you are doing this to balance out the energy, with the High Priestess being in the reverse, it's almost like you're missing out on the best part, which is the Knight of Wands. Spirit wants you to tune into your passions, tune into your creativity, tune into the things that excite you, to the things that bring curiosity and a passion for life. Okay, the Knight of Wands is a very passionate card, but the High Priestess is in the reverse. It's almost like you've had to shut down certain sides of yourself in order to stay grounded. When people are trying to get a reaction, when people are trying to play games, you've had to become this Page of Pentacles. And Spirit is bringing your attention to this High Priestess in the reverse, because there's something here that you want to do. There's something here that's calling to you, but because you've had to battle and deal with these energies, you've been having to stay focused and grounded. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Why is the High Priestess in the reverse for Pisces? Why is the High Priestess in the reverse? What do you want Pisces to know? 4 of Pentacles. 8 of Cups in the reverse. Walking away and regretting the choice. Feeling stuck. Fears that block momentum. Escapism. Avoidance. Letting go, releasing that which no longer serves you. Or ritual releasing. A time to move stuck energy. Walking away. Leaving your old reality to pursue a new one. Abandonment, disappointment. She has released her last cup into the sea, and her bowl burning ceremony is over. Is it time to walk away from something in your life? Choosing your sacred dream, especially when you're feeling disappointed, is one of the biggest acts of self-love you can enact. When you take that very first step, you begin to choose yourself. There is nothing more healing or more powerful. Find your resolve to untether any anchors that you're holding onto. Though your disillusioned heart may require some TLC, you can realign your path by shedding outgrown expectations, hopes, people, ideas, beliefs, guilt, or ways of being. If you find yourself exhausted or confused, or jumping from thing to thing, know that you're entering a mystical period of intense shifting, and that releasing old stories will help you travel lightly. Go in the direction of epic dreams, happiness, and greater meaning. The affirmation is, I walk away from negativity and I choose myself in a rebellious act of self-love. So, Pisces, I'm getting here that you're done with the games. You're not taking any red flags, any BS from anyone. With the Page of Pentacles, Spirit is saying, Pisces, remain grounded, remain stable, remain solid. Don't allow people or situations to cause you to do things in a rush or to create a sense of urgency Do not make hasty decisions, is what I'm getting here. Why is the High Priestess in the reverse, Holy Spirit? Why is the High Priestess in the reverse? What do you want Pisces to know? What do you want Pisces to know? We have the Empress in the upright. So High Priestess in the reverse, clarified by the Knight of Wands and the Empress. Spirit is saying, Pisces, you're missing the best part. There's something here that you had to do, whether it's really ground your energy and disconnect from the emotions or disconnect from the intuition, whatever this is. The High Priestess being in the reverse, Spirit is saying, Pisces, you haven't tapped into your full potential yet. And with this Knight of Wands, it's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be exciting. It's supposed to be passionate. The Empress, this is how you make manifestations happen. It's almost like you're trying to balance two energies and you're staying very grounded and very focused, but at the same time, you're missing out on the best part, which is the High Priestess in the reverse, Knight of Wands, and the Empress. The more that you play, the more that you have fun with this energy, the better it's going to flow and the more abundance it's going to bring. But it's almost like you're trying to balance out the chaos outside of you. People trying to trigger you, people trying to get some kind of reaction. Yeah, black cat energy. You're staying unbothered, but that unbotheredness is almost slipping to other areas of your life, to where you're shutting down the fun, or you're shutting down the play, or you're really not fully connecting to your intuition, to your strength, because you're trying to keep something balanced here. It's almost like you've had to take on this role of the Page of Pentacles and just remain grounded and centered and not having these high highs, not having these low lows, but just staying in a place of balance. But you're missing out on the Knight of Wands, okay? Because the High Priestess is in the reverse, and then we have the Empress. Spirit is saying the more fun you have with this energy, the more that you play, it's almost like you're feeding the fire. And this fire, this Knight of Wands, then becomes the Empress. You get more ideas, you get more creativity, you get more passion, more excitement, okay? This Empress is the most abundant card in the deck. It's almost like you need this energy in order to feel a manifestation here. But because you're trying to keep balance and you're trying to stay solid when it comes to everything else going on outside of you, it's like you're not fully tapping into it. Holy Spirit, give me a few messages for the Empress in the reverse. What do you want Pisces to know about the Empress in the reverse? What do you want Pisces to know about the Empress in the reverse, Holy Spirit? Pisces to know about the Empress in the reverse. Cold switch. Stalker. Oh, Pisces. I literally got full body chills right now. I'm getting two messages. You have the ability to cold switch and fully turn off your emotions. So if you were the kind, empathetic, warm, endearing, friendly Pisces, you have the ability to go shark mode. And that's exactly what I'm seeing here with the Page of Pentacles. It's almost like people are trying to poke the bear. People are trying to get a reaction from you, but you've been able to find your center. You're grounded. Your eyes are closed. You're not focused on what's going on outside of you. You're focusing on your center. You're focusing on your balance. But with cold switch, Spirit is saying that you're missing out on this other side of you, which is going to require the Knight of Wands and the Empress in order to continue fueling this energy, because the High Priestess is in the reverse. So you have the ability to switch in and out of energies, but it's almost like you turned off this other side of you, because maybe it attracts too much attention. And then we have Stalker here. I don't know what this is, Pisces. I'm trying to describe the energy, but it's not really coming in clear, because I'm getting a situation here where you naturally glow, you naturally shine, and you attract a lot of attention. But because you're attracting a lot of attention, it's triggering a lot of other people that want to cause. So with the Page of Pentacles, you're trying to stay balanced, because the more that you tune into your fire energy, the more attention you get. And the more attention you get, the more triggered people are. And because some of these people have become stalkers, it's almost like you're trying to water down your energy, or you're trying to diffuse it, or you're trying to cover it. Okay, you're trying to, cold switch. A lot of attention or a lot of energy coming your way is not always a good thing, because then it creates a lot of drama. So there's this side of you that's trying to regulate and balance everything out. But with the High Priestess in the reverse, you were not born to hide your gifts. You were not born to hide your energy. And Spirit is saying that whatever this is out of alignment. Okay, this is why the High Priestess is in the reverse. This is your power card. It's almost like shining too bright does attract a lot of attention, but you, Pisces, you're having to think about your own peace of mind. You want all of that attention. It's almost like you're having to regulate by cold switching into this more grounded version of self. But when you do that, then you enter this unbothered energy. And Spirit is saying that your passion, your curiosity, your whatever this is, the Knight of Wands is a card of playtime. It's a card of ideas, it's a card of excitement, of motivation, and of making dreams happen. Using that creative energy to start projects. And then that leads to the Empress, a lot of abundance. So Spirit is saying, Pisces, there's a sweet spot here that you're being guided to master, or that you're being guided to anchor into. Because yes, there's a lot of people wanting your attention, wanting to trigger you, but it's not about them, it's about you. Holy Spirit, clarify Stalker. What do you want Pisces to know about Stalker? What do you want Pisces to know? 10 of Wands. Pisces, you have stalkers, not just one stalker. It's more than one person is what I'm getting here. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Clarify Stalker for Pisces. The Hierophant. Some of these people that have been stalking you, they think that they're obsessed with you, but in reality, they're obsessed with your light. They're obsessed with your aura. They're obsessed with your knowledge, with your wisdom. And they've been following you, Pisces. The 10 of Wands is a card of a very long journey, 41 on the clock. They want to find what you found. Whatever it is that you found within yourself, Pisces, they want access to that. So these people, you may think are obsessed with you, but they're actually obsessed with your inner light, or they're obsessed with your wisdom, with your knowledge. The Hierophant. You hold a very high position in the spiritual realm. And with the 10 of Wands, you have people who've been following your journey, or people who have been keeping a very close eye on you. And I'm getting it's more than one person here. But yes, Pisces, you do have stalkers. So because you're aware of these energies around you, it's almost like you try to water yourself down, or it's almost like you try to protect yourself by dimming your own light. But Spirit is saying that you're missing out on the most important part, which is the Knight of Wands and the Empress. Because this energy leads to more abundance. This energy leads to more expansion. Yeah, 10 of Wands, Pisces. Some of these people have been following your journey for a very long time. 10 months, 10 years, 10 days. Okay, 10 of Wands. Some people feel like you have the answers to set them free, or to release some kind of a load or a burden off of them. The Hierophant, because of the knowledge and the close connection you have to the divine. What is the High Priestess in the reverse for Pisces? You are not mad, you lost interest. Yeah, unbothered. Black cat energy. Someone is upset at the fact that you just lose interest and you're not really investing your emotions into the situation. So the High Priestess in the reverse, there's a lot that you're keeping to yourself, and some people want to know what that is. You are not mad, you lost interest. I'm getting here, Pisces, the old games are not working. The old strategies, whatever it is that they used to do in the past, it doesn't work. And they're trying to figure out how to get to you. They're trying to figure out how to create a reaction. They're trying to figure out how to get you to care. But with Wild Card, you keep surprising and you keep shocking people. Just when they think they figured you out, you change it up. Cold switch. Spirit, why is the High Priestess in the reverse for Pisces? Okay, we have the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, there's something here to do with balance. I'm getting here for some of you, this cold switch is some form of self-defense mechanism, but Spirit wants you to be able to switch in and out of this energy so that you don't miss out, or you don't lose out on opportunities because you're staying in one energy for too long. Whether it's the Page of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, or the Six of Pentacles, Spirit is calling in for some kind of balance here. There's some people that don't deserve access to your emotions, or to your heart, to your compassion, to your empathy. But there's situations here, Pisces, where it does benefit you to open up. It does benefit you to tune into this energy of the Knight of Wands and the Empress. This is why you have to be able to discern the person or the situation that you're in so that you can switch in and out of energies. Know when there's someone around you that you can't trust so that you can protect yourself, so that you can create distance, but don't stay in that energy. Stay in that energy, because if you stay in a closed off energy, you're almost sending a message out into the world that you're closed off, or that you're on do not disturb, that you're not open to opportunities or new connections. So there's some kind of a balance here that spirit wants you to attain. There's a sweet spot to where you know who to close your energy to, but you know when to open it. Okay, there's an ability that you have to code switch, and spirit wants you to use that. Okay, because the High Priestess is in the reverse. There's either messages that you've been receiving, intuition, guidance that you haven't been following, or that you, some way, somehow, it's not coming in. Okay, High Priestess is in the reverse. High Priestess in the reverse. Keeping secrets, hidden agendas, fear of intuitive abilities, not paying attention to your own inner voice. The priestess sits on the edge of this realm and the next, and she draws down the meaning and illumination from beyond the veil. Sacred insights and profound wisdom are flowing to you now, and to access them, you must tune into your intuition and submerge your thoughts into her subconscious realm. The language of the unconscious mind is revealing itself to you now, through metaphor, in dreams, or as ancient memories that resurface to be processed. Pay attention to synchronicity, any nagging feelings of being off track, as well as gut feelings that move you in a new direction at this time. The divine whispers that are emanating from your soul hold an important message for you. And the bridge between the enigmatic realm of the priestess and your conscious understanding of the signs will be found through your own quiet introspection. The affirmation is, I have the answers I seek, and by following the truth, I will find them. Pisces, there's some information that Spirit is communicating to you. And in order to receive this information, it's almost like you have to tune into your intuition. You have to open up. Holy Spirit, clarify the path to hell is paved with good intentions. What do you want Pisces to know? What do you want Pisces to know? Five of Swords in the reverse, playing mind games. Here we have one card that fell on the floor. Two cards, three cards actually. We have the Tower, Major Arcana. We have the Hangman in the reverse, Major Arcana, and we have the King of Swords in the upright. The path to hell is paved with good intentions. Pisces, someone wanted you to stay stuck. Someone wanted you to stay in a situation where they were getting some kind of benefits from you staying in the same place. Five of Swords in the reverse. It's almost like convincing you that they're a friend to you, or that they're there for you, or I don't know what this is. The Five of Swords is a card of playing mind games. This is a card of winning at all costs. It doesn't matter if they lose in the process, as long as they can take you down with them. The Five of Swords is that kind of mental games, mind games. The Tower is a card of destruction or some kind of realization. So what I'm getting here is someone was benefiting from you staying in the same place, or you believing some kind of narrative or facade that they had. But the truth is, you were always the King of Swords. You could see right through this person's facade. You knew is what I'm getting here. You just allowed something to unfold, but someone here was benefiting from you staying in the same place, or they wanted to keep you in the same place. The path to hell is paved with good intentions. It's almost like someone justifying their actions or telling themselves that they did the right thing. I don't know how to explain this, Pisces. Let's say that you want to go to college in a different country or in a different state. And let's say that you apply to these colleges and you get accepted, but your parents hide the acceptance letter because they want you to stay close to home. I don't know why I just got that example. It's super random, but that's what I'm getting here. It's like someone thought they were doing the right thing by keeping some information from you, or by keeping you in the same place. It's almost like, well, if Pisces stays here, at least we know that Pisces is going to be safe. And with the King of Swords, it's almost like you realize the games. You realize what they were truly trying to do, and it's to their own benefit. They lied to themselves saying that they were doing something for your own good, but it was truly for their own selfish reasons. And the King of Swords is above the Five of Swords in the reverse. It's almost like you allowed something to play out, or you watched something happen, and you realize that these people were not really on your side. The Tower. For some of you Pisces, these were people that you trusted or people that you used to look up to, or people that you never thought were going to do you wrong, some kind of example, some kind of a role model. But with the Tower here, it's almost like feeling like the rug gets pulled from underneath your feet because you can see the facts, you can see the information, and you have the ability to think for yourself, that you realize that what they're saying doesn't match their action. And in the reverse, they were trying to keep you stuck because it benefited their agenda. The King of Swords, you know better is what I'm getting here. You can think for yourself, and you don't just take people's information, you do your own research. Spirit, give me a few messages for the Five of Swords in the reverse. What do you want Pisces to know? What do you want Pisces to know? Options. Pisces, this is the second time that you have the same message from two different decks. You have options don't settle, and then options coming in again. Pisces, it's almost like someone didn't want you to see how many options you had, or someone didn't want you to see past what they were willing to show you. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What are your messages for Pisces when it comes to the Five of Swords in the reverse? What do you want Pisces to know about the Five of Swords in the reverse? Mindset. I'm getting here that your mindset has shifted. The way that you think or the way that you do things has changed. And if in the past you were trying to not ruffle any feathers, or you were trying to keep the peace in a situation, you've reached a point, Pisces, where you're not allowing any kind of deceit. You're not allowing any kind of BS, and you're ready to cut ties with whoever is being deceptive or whoever's trying to get away with something. Okay? The owl represents wisdom. You're seeing things in a different way, or you're seeing things in a different light, and you're really paying attention to your return of investment, whether it's in relationships and friendships, in projects, in work collaborations, whatever this is, you're paying attention to your return of investment. Someone was benefiting from you not realizing your own worth, or from you not taking action on what it is that you know. Okay, because this is why the Hangman is in the reverse. In the reverse is stuck energy, it's stagnant. In the upright, it's a realization. It's getting a new perspective, getting clarity, getting some kind of illumination, seeing things from a different perspective, and cutting yourself free, cutting the ties loose. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Clarify Black Cat energy. What do you want Pisces to know about Black Cat energy? Pisces to know. Okay, Queen of Pentacles. King of Wands. What do you want Pisces to know about Black Cat energy? Okay, Six of Swords in the reverse. Pisces, there is a need here to really tap into your shadow, to really use your Black Cat energy, because the more that you pull your power back into yourself, the more abundance and the more motivation you're going to have. Because the King of Wands is someone who takes action, someone who conquers. And the Queen of Pentacles, she is the wealthiest, most abundant, prosperous queen out of all four queens. So the more that you tune into yourself, the more that you use your shadow, instead of just sharing this energy freely, the more you're going to attain. This is how you really step into your past. It's almost like you're trying to move forward, but someone here still has their anchors or their hooks attached to you. Whether this is past people, past experiences, the Six of Swords in the upright is moving forward, but in the reverse is a difficulty moving forward, or a difficulty accepting help, or moving on from the past. I'm getting that this is the key to your success, and this is the key to your abundance. It's your Black Cat energy. Some of you Pisces, you may be more dominant on your light side, and this is why Spirit wants you to really channel your Black Cat energy. So with Black Cat energy being clarified by the Queen of Pentacles, I just heard from Spirit, less is more. The less you do, the more intentional you are with your actions, the more that you're going to get out of the situation. And the Queen of Pentacles is the wealthiest, most abundant queen out of all the queens. So there's something here, Pisces, with the Queen of Pentacles and Black Cat energy, where Spirit wants you to get solid with this energy, to get comfortable putting yourself first, to filling your own cup first before you try and help anybody else. And the Six of Swords in the reverse, whatever was holding you back, Pisces, it's time to make amends with the past and release it. Unhook yourself, untether yourself from the past, because whatever was holding you back in this Hangman energy was benefiting someone else. It wasn't benefiting you, it was benefiting them. Okay, I don't know for who that message is for, but Queen of Pentacles is the wealthiest queen. Spirit wants you to get comfortable putting yourself first, making yourself the priority. Queen of Pentacles, a healer, a working parent, a self-made person, material wealth and abundance, strength in family and community, a kind and nurturing heart, groundedness, being down to earth, and generosity. The self-made queen reminds you to step into abundance by shifting any shadows you're holding onto around wealth and security. You are safe. Pay attention to your finances to level up your money game and give yourself permission to rise into the upper ranks. This is a positive message of creature comforts and happiness. And this earthly medicine ushers a life well lived in the material world. Connect with nature to find your calm, healing, and rooted power, and harness the abundance that's available to you by bringing groundedness to your situation. Shower others with warm blessings from a charitable heart, as loyalty, family, and community are themes at this time. Your nurturing and down to earth approach will give stability and support to those in your life. Don't overextend your energy and avoid enabling others by overmothering them. They must learn to walk on their own. Bring your self worth and guidance in your glorious, powerful love. The affirmation is I enjoy my deeply connected life and I lead it with an outpouring of warmth, abundance, and love. Pisces, Spirit wants you to prioritize yourself and to get comfortable with putting yourself first. Because I'm getting here that someone used to guilt trip you or someone wanted you to make them the priority, and that was holding you back. The hangman in the reverse. Someone here was benefiting from you over giving or being there for them. Five of Swords in the reverse. They may claim to have good intentions or they may claim to want to protect you or to want what's best, but that's not the truth of the situation. King of Swords, you already know the truth. They're not going to trick you with these mind games, is what I'm getting here. Yeah, Six of Swords. Someone doesn't want you to move forward because they feel like they're being left behind. Holy Spirit, clarify, block, and delete. What do you want Pisces to know about block and delete? What do you want Pisces to know, Holy Spirit? Okay, we have the Knight of Wands in the reverse. Pisces, someone was here to see how much they could get out of the situation or almost like testing your boundaries, because the Knight of Wands can be a very flighty energy, very inconsistent, very impulsive. Someone here lacked maturity to be around you or to be in your life, because we have quality over quantity. It's almost like this person can't really keep up with the lies or they can't keep up the facade. So they only show up selectively because they can't keep up the facade. They can't keep up the lies. If they stick around for too long, it's almost like their entire game, their entire plot, their mask falls. It's like the mask has slipped and you've seen them for who they really are. Okay, this Knight of Wands in the reverse can be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It doesn't have to be that sign, but I'm getting a very scattered, impulsive, inconsistent energy. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Clarify, block, and delete. What do you want Pisces to know about block and delete? Okay, Two of Pentacles, juggling. What do you want Pisces to know, Holy Spirit? Knight of Swords in the reverse. We have two knights in the reverse. I'm hearing Pisces, someone didn't make the cut. And this person was trying to keep up appearances. They were trying to keep up with the lies. They were trying to keep this narrative going. But they have two knights in the reverse. They're not even an actual knight. A knight in the upright has positive qualities, but in the reverse, it just highlights the shadow. The Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands in the reverse can talk about being inconsistent, being scattered, being unfocused, not knowing what they want. And the Two of Pentacles can either talk about juggling or not being able to make a decision or going back and forth. So this is a person who wanted to trick you, Pisces, into believing something about them. But again, they couldn't be consistent with the lies because they couldn't keep up. Holy Spirit, give me a few messages for Pisces for block and delete. What do you want Pisces to know about block and delete? What do you want Pisces to know about block and delete? Clarity. Pisces. Okay, I'm getting a very clear message here, but they're both knights in the reverse. You are receiving clarity, Pisces, on a person that you decided to either cut out of your life or distance yourself from, or you're being guided to block and delete them. And you're about to receive the clarity that you need. This person doesn't really know what they want. Okay, Two of Pentacles. They're juggling, Pisces. This person doesn't really even know who they are. Okay, both of these knights are in the reverse. The knights in the reverse don't really serve a purpose. They don't really have a calling. In the upright, they have a mission. They're mission oriented. They have a purpose, they have a mission, they have goals. But in the reverse, there's a lack of purpose or there's a lack of direction. Okay, both of these knights are in the reverse. So it's almost like this person wanted to appear to have it all together or wanted to appear to It's like they wanted to show up very differently and they wanted you to believe that. I'm getting here, Pisces, you didn't fall for it. You noticed the inconsistency in their energy and you decided to release this person out of your life. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What do you want Pisces to know about block and delete? What do you want Pisces to know about block and delete? Toxic. Pisces, this is crazy. You are receiving clarity on someone that you've blocked and deleted or someone that you decided to move away from because this person was toxic. Again, they don't have goals, they don't have a sense of direction, they don't have a sense of purpose, and it's almost like they're wasting their own time. But in the process of wasting their own time, they get people to fall for this game and they waste other people's time. Pisces, I'm getting a message here that whoever this person is that you decided to block and delete, they wanted to appear as quality. They wanted to appear as a good option to be in your life. But you realize that this person was not meant to be in your life. Again, very inconsistent with their energy and truly toxic. This person is not just toxic to themselves, they're toxic to other people around them. With the Six of Swords in the reverse, they didn't want to let you go. They didn't want you to move on. They didn't want you to evolve without them because they felt like you were leaving them behind. But this is a toxic behavior. And here, Pisces, this person didn't make the cut. You decided to release this person out of your life, and this is why they haven't let you go. This is why they continue to stalk you. This person knows that they're toxic. Quality over quantity. You didn't allow this person into your inner circle, and they're offended. Yeah, Four of Cups at the bottom of the deck. You didn't fall for their games. Holy Spirit, clarify I meant what I said. What do you want Pisces to know about I meant what I said? Okay, we have the Two of Wands in the reverse. Pisces, there's something here that you're no longer willing to put up with. And it's caused you to leave behind a comfort zone and to really stand your ground, really stand on business. I'm getting here that these people can't sway your opinion. They can't change your mind. They can't influence you the way that they thought they could. This is why block and delete is here. You're not giving them the room or the space to run game. You're just simply removing them out of your life. Two of Wands. You're leaving behind a comfort zone because you're standing on business. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Clarify I meant what I said. Wow, we have the Magician. Pisces. Leaving behind a comfort zone and standing on business is literally helping you manifest something into reality. Spirit is saying that you haven't tapped into your full potential and it's time to bring a manifestation into reality. To use all your life experience, your knowledge, your skills, and to bring something from the 5D into the 3D. As you can see here, he's working with energy, and the Magician is card number 1. This represents Gemini. Pisces, I'm getting here that you have what it takes and you know what to do. It's time to stand on business and to follow through with something. Holy Spirit, what is this Magician for Pisces? Give me a few more messages. What is this Magician for Pisces? What does Pisces need to know? Paid? Frenemy? And congratulations, Pisces. You standing on business, leaving behind a comfort zone is literally about to get you paid. Is going to make you more abundant and more expansive. And Spirit is saying congratulations for putting your gifts into practice, for putting your knowledge into use. Not letting it be shelf help, okay? Instead of self-help, shelf help, because you never use it. You learn it and you just leave it on a shelf. You are putting something into action, Pisces, that you already know what to do and how to do it, but you are taking the action, and this is bringing in a major payday. This is bringing in some kind of expansion, and Spirit is saying congratulations, Pisces, for standing on business and not backing down and leaving behind a comfort zone. Frenemy. Someone is upset, Pisces, because no matter what it is they throw your way, some way, somehow, it always works in your favor. Whether it's negative energy or positive energy, some way, somehow, you have the ability to transmute it and make it work in your favor. So you have someone that's close to you. This may even be a family member for some of you who's not really a friend. They're an enemy. And the reason they're an enemy is because they've seen you turn lemons into lemonade. They've seen your process and they feel jealous or envious because they don't know how to do what you're able to do with this energy. Again, whether it's negative or positive, it works in your favor. It's feeding your manifestations. I meant what I said. You're standing on business and Spirit is congratulating you because you're about to receive a reward. Pisces, I'm going to move this reading over to the extended. We're going to look into frenemy. Who is this person? Because I'm getting these are two separate people. Block and delete, this Knight of Wands, this Knight of Swords in the reverse. This is one person. This frenemy is someone who's seen you turn lemons into lemonade. This is someone who has close proximity to you. They've watched your journey and they've watched you rise. Pisces, Spirit wants you to be alert of the people around you and how much information you're sharing, because there's something here that you're manifesting. I'm going to head over to Patreon for the extended. The link is down below in the description box for the ones of you that do resonate. We're also going to look into what you don't see coming, Spirit's final guidance and advice. Blessings, Pisces. Take care.